Very, very slow at the end there, isn't it? Oh, alright, I'll get there with that, I'll get there. Alright, hello there, let's get some music playing. Hopefully. Have I still not worked this bit out yet? Apparently not. You see, I've got the music right now, like, kind of. It's just that last little hump I'm apparently still not over. No, apparently it's not playing ball. There we go. These applications, they do come and test me. Alright, so, I'm a little early today, so that means we're going straight into Grand Arena. Yay! Maybe yay. I suppose we'll soon find out. Can I just check something before I do? If I go... It's alright, that didn't look right to me. I don't know about you. That looked a little bit weird. I was like, hang on, Top Event Awards? Is that what this song's called? Alright, so we're going to start with Taman. Taman did get Balin last round. Sorry, in between the last round and this round, I should say. But he's still gear 12 because Scrubbu didn't hoard gear. So, yeah, we've got a gear... Well, I think it was a gear 11 Balin at lock. So yeah, not really that great. Oof. Yeah, the less said there, the better. Let me just move my mic a bit closer and let's have a look at the compare. Here we go. So, Temon's up against Sartis. He's got 3 Omicrons. He's not that poor. He could be wealthier, but he's doing okay. I didn't say it, by the way, Osprey. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, so GP. We're behind on GP here. Zeta's 320, 345. Behind by 5 Omicrons. GL's 7 to 9, so... Yeah, fair enough. Ralix 251 to 258. They've got more 9s, more 8s. I'm ahead on the 7s, ahead on the 5s. Okay. 25s, we're ahead, 101 to 62. 20s, 303 to 267. 15s, 461 to 539, so behind there. Let's have a look at everything else. I do vaguely remember looking at this guy, and I think he has got the CX... sorry, he hasn't got CX, but he had got Apo. So that... I don't know exactly, but that could be why it's offense, defense. But it could also be he doesn't know what he's doing. Just want to flag. Triple health. Yeah, that's good. I was looking there. What else we got? Triple health on Trey is a bit overkill. I mean, I know I've got health, defense, but you know what I mean? She's not one who needs triple health. Though I'd argue I need triple potency there, so... Oh, that's an Omicron I need to splash on sometime soon. I have that moment where I'm like, oh, I've got an Omicron free, what shall I do with it? And Qui-Gon's the one I always forget about. Because I know Bo's coming, and Jocasta knew. Alright, so just looking at speeds... Ezra, fair play. Jack, I can understand. Yeah, they all make some sense. None of them don't deserve to be quick. So, yeah, that's fair. Alright, now, I did make a vague plan based on last season, but there've been a few changes since then, obviously with Decrons, so... Let's just see what they've put down. Alright. 1977. Good year. Alright, so Finfinzori didn't hold. Bam Hondo Sana didn't hold. CLS didn't hold. GG didn't hold. And Enoch didn't hold. None of those I really expected to be honest. Okay, so Dash L3 Nest didn't hold. Blacker didn't hold. Rex didn't hold. DTMG didn't hold. Ray, Ben, and Ezreal did. That's a good one. Batwall. Queenie did get a hold. Caloran got a hold. Tuscans, Gas, and JMK didn't hold. Okay. So we did get a few trips. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no holds on Fleet, but to be expected. Anytime you get a drop on Fleet, it's a bonus nowadays. Alright, so let's have a look at what we've got here. Just going to try not to sneeze everywhere. That might be better for now. Okay, so we were expecting Finn. We were expecting Jabba, Mon Mothma, Dash. But instead of DLS, it's Lord Vader with Apo. I do think it's good they altered that to include Grand Moff Tarkin. Doesn't really make sense for the Apocron, but just on the off chance you haven't got Lord Vader and you went for it, it's still pretty good. Well, you'd like to think it will be, I should say. That's a lot of armor, Pan. Okay, South Wall, Malgus, DTMG, Gungans, Adrad, Queenie. Okay, so the things we were planning for, they're here. So I'm going to move JML to Lord Vader because I feel like that is a respectable counter. Does mean I need a dash counter. Dash Sana, Captain Han. Maybe Gungans? We might have to cross that bridge when we get to it, but I feel like that's not safe, but it's beatable. Afra should be able to do Jabba with the Kron. So yeah, I feel like there's a lot of good things here. Yeah, I wasn't like 100% on the Gungans, but I thought there's probably enough in there that you can get around it. Well, you know, the evasion. Okay, let's get cracking now. Let's give the Bad Batch a whirl. I've only got 3 Krons, so we are not going to be going very heavy on Krons on offense. To put that mildly. I wouldn't mind, but I am broke with crystals because I have been using them in Conquest. It's just that they're all on defense. Alright, 3 stacks on Eco. Aesthetic. Keep all that on these 3. And pass that to Teak. We get a stun. Well, this stun where we can. You know what? We're just going to base it. And pass that to Echo. Take. Just throw that down again. And get rid of it. Cool. Nice clean 67 kickers off. Rollo's just kind of chilling until I get into the swing of things. I thought to myself, let's not throw it down round 1 and lose. You know what I mean? Alright. Great Mothers. I have never used them on offense, so this is a debut. Relic 3 Night Sister Spirit. Coach time. Oh dear, it's not even a full mod set. Yep. I've seen it I've seen it work, I think. My Gungan counter? My Mothma. Yeah. That does sound about right. Alright, so this wasn't with like a bespoke cron. What's that, Django cron? Oh, I've just realized my face cam's probably covering it. Yeah, so you put it on POW. Yeah. The other two are modded fair. Well, you do wonder if you could maybe swap out the spirit for someone else, but even then, I don't think I've got like crazy modding. Ah, that is a bad point. It's like I say, I haven't really got a lot of crons to choose from. I mean, I've got the two bespokes, and I've got that for Cal. Come on, let's give it a go. Okay, we'll put that on Morgan. Okay, and let's just do that. Okay, that ain't good. All right. Well, we were afforded drops, but not exactly one we wanted to make. Okay. I've got Treya available, I think. Freya's not in a great spot considering Savage is not in a great spot, but it is something I could possibly get away with. I mean, Savage has got his army. He's Rallic 1. Nothing too fancy with his mods. Okay. My main thing is I just hope Savage can take some of this damage. Like Rallic 1, it doesn't really feel like a true Rallic, you know what I mean? Why I don't use Maul. Yeah. Alright, we're definitely getting into a funny area now. I think we have to use something big like Leia now. Purely because if there is something big back there like a Rey, we can move something like Seer. Yeah, I just don't think I can afford to faff around with that anymore. Aphra's taking down Jabba. Oh, hang on, I forgot. I've got Jabba. Sorry, good spot, Beef. I know it's strange, but because I'm not used to having him on offense, I completely forgot he was there. Okay. Feel free to throw the names. Yeah, I was going to say, I just completely forgot about it. I mean, I'll move them around for now, but... Hang on. You know what? I'm actually backing out of that. For the simple reason Queenie can beat Jabba on offense. And I haven't got a thermal Cron, so I'm going back to the other plan. I know that that's a little bit chicken, but I think I'd rather throw that and know what I've got a good chance. You know what I mean? Right. Let's pass that there. Yeah, genuinely, I just realised I'd been using that as a counter pretty much a season or two back. And I thought, well, I haven't got a Cron available to me, so it just doesn't make sense doing it. Alright, let's just smack that. But for sure, you know, I do think that's a good idea in the future. It's just I'm going to have to try and pull a Cron away from somewhere. I mean, I'm thinking, do I just leave my back wall completely Cronless or something, but don't like the idea of it. Alright, I'm gonna hold that just because he's not actually low yet. Just want to get him a little low before I hit him. There we go. That banners, obviously, but it's done. Okay. So Malgus the DTMG, see the Malgus. There isn't a ability block in that team to my knowledge. Probably Malgus has got one here. 2-turn ability block on that special, so we can time around that. Might as well just do that, though. Netch, thanks for the follow. Hello there. This is where if I got a Cron that got like a health boost, I would have just applied that without... I'd have gone C solo without a thought, but yeah. Let's just not take any chances. Yeah, I really didn't like playing the chicken route there, Beef, but sorry, I find irony that saying the chicken route Beef. But yeah. It's just one of those where I'm like, I'd rather play it safe, especially considering they've dropped a couple and we've only dropped on one team, you know. I'm trying to think, is it 3 drops in total they've had? So we're still okay in that regard. Just can't really afford many more. Oh, foul end. Lad him up. $55. All right, Malgus. Yeah, no worries. Gonna say, happy to have you just watching along. Alright, we'll pop the lightning out. Okay. And so I'm all happy about the lightning, and then Scout just says, right, let me get rid of that. You know, always fun. I've been surprised this past week how tanky Scout is in Conquest. Like, on my free-to-play account, he's only about gear 8 or 9. Well, I say she? I don't know. Anyway, very rarely has Scout died. And even if Scout dies, with DTMG we get the revive. It's been pretty cool just playing that out. Come on. Oh, come on. There. Oh. You going to revive? Oh, not yet. Not yet. You're teasing it, aren't you? Right, no more revives. Alright, we've got an ad break starting in about 2 minutes, so I would like to try and get this battle done before then. That was Mon Mothma. Where's Luthen? because I think that was 55 the previous battle. Alright, cleanse except for Mon, who can cleanse herself. Give that to Kyle. Bit of daze there is nice. Jar Jar, you are the living embodiment of frustration. I hope you're proud. One more. Or an AoE. I'm gonna have to snooze that ad. I wanted to get it in, but they've been just a little too frustrating. Alright, let's cleanse all that. Right, Jar Jar down. This is a lot less complicated. Yeah, Worthless Man took the hit there. 57. Alright. I think that was... What was that 57? I can't remember. 56. Alright, let's see how much of this bat wall is the same. Yeah, Ray and Balin. Yeah, quite a few changes. So, Balin's there. There is the Django team. No Iden. No Slacker. Yeah, that's going to be good, isn't it? There we go. Oddly enough, I've got Gungans, so I'm going to throw Gungans there. We were going to use Seer up here, but we'll use Seer on Ray. I don't have Sidious Kron yet. I have got a level 6 Sith Kron though, so I'm hoping I can roll it soon. I'm trying to get these focused ones done. It's Zalbar Kron. And it's got the Zalbar focused, level 3. So it could bring back mission and complicate things, but you never know. Maybe Gungans can run Nass Jar Jar Tarpals for the permakill. Okay? And if I just look up here. Take Raver off that and put Jabba. Raver can do that, I think, and... Oh, that's good to know again, Opinionator. Oh, it's the damage, right. You see, I've got question marks about Bane there, because with the evasion, Bane's going to struggle to hit. So do we move JML off here and put Bane on Lord Vader? Purely because, even though the Apo Kron is obviously there, it isn't CX2 as well. It can beat the CX2 army. Okay. That's good to know then. Right, well, I'm going to run the app right now. But yeah, we're getting there. I don't think there's anything too crazy here that we need to check out. Droids. Plain old mercenary stuff. I would like to get a Sid Kron. I mean, just back out of the GA for a second. You can see I've not really had time to build things up, really. I mean, look at this. I've got 2 actual Krons. I'm nearly there with Dad Bod. Like, I'm on 12 or 15, so I'm hoping I can get that done. And then maybe the last few days I can farm enough Mark II so that during the 2 weeks off I can actually farm some Krons by Shard Shot. It is where I think they could do with really reviewing the cost of these focus data Krons, because I get the idea they are meant to be more lucrative in a way, but I look and I think they aren't opening the cap on the Mark II currency or anything like that. You know, it's like, it just feels like it's way too expensive to get them. Not just the actual 10k currency, but the actual leveling them up. I mean, granted, what you saw above that was like two months, is it, of farming for a Datacron set? But yeah, when I've only farmed 4 Krons in a month, you know something's gone wrong. Alright, we'll start on this wall. Let's start on Lord Vader. Sadly, I've got no Krons that are suitable. Unless we throw that on. Or that. Yeah, I'm trying my damnedest to stay free to play right now. That's the issue. For the Palpatine Kron? I mean, I'm saying with Afro, we'll find out. Ooh. There we go. There we go, 54. Snappy, thank you very much. It's weird, right? I've got nothing on my dashboard telling me about that. You guys telling me is actually the first I knew about it. Not really. I wanted to start early so I could finish a little earlier. That was the main thought process, sadly. Let's see. Let's get this one. Let's see if it works. I mean, you've got to think that being immune to thermals plays a part. Surely. Hey up, Kader. Let's put the doubt out. Is it doubt? Yeah, it's doubt. Because we can now just target Bush. If only. If only. Yeah, it was one of those I thought, I can't imagine it's going to be bad taking down Bush. You know, she's pretty exposed in this current lineup. And by the way, just on the off chance you're listening, this all CG, nice change with the 10 cost Omicrons. That was really nice. Oh, great, we gotta do it again. Right. Pop that. Is Jabba immune to protection disruption? Oh, that's it. Come on. 57. Nice one. Hey up, R3. You got the Padawan Omicron, Obicron? And you've made it further than ever before the penultimate crate. Very pleased with... Oh, the Penobi Omicron. Right. Sorry, I'm with you there. I'm going to say, nice one. I mean, I'll be honest, it's not one I've gone for, but I've heard a lot of people say, you know what, it's made things a lot easier in terms of chasing feats and whatnot, so can't blame anyone for just wanting to get that entire stress out of the way. Like, I literally burned so many crystals trying to speed up my conquest this week, it was unreal. So, yeah, and then I'm feeling sad about not getting CX2 on my free-to-play. Here's what it is. But yeah, I'm going to say, that it's gone alright for you, R3. Yeah, Crons, I feel, do have to win to a degree. Alright, let's say Raver here. Doo-doo. Okay, no one wants to get ability blocked. I get it. I'm sure it's not a nice feeling. Yeah, of course. That frenzy on Mon is not particularly comforting. Am I the only one thinking, by the way, that it wouldn't be the biggest surprise in Swoggo if they decided to bring out a Genevieve O'Reilly version of Mon Mothma? Like, I don't know what they could do to differentiate the kits, but it almost feels like two different versions of the character. Oh, is he immune to ability block? Right, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. Could see him just saying, you know what, screw it, we'll just do what they did with Phoenix. I've seen it, yeah. I thought it was carrying on where it left off in a good way. Come on, one more. That's it. Okay, let's heal up Raver. Bye-bye. I feel like with Andor, they were... I think I actually saw it on one of the behind the scenes yesterday that they heard about the reception to the first season. And it's as if they went, wow, people like it. You know, and gotta give you a bit of momentum going into the second season. I've just had a thought, right, that I put Palps down here, but I don't really want to do that. Did I didn't use Bounty Hunters, did I? No. You see, I'm pretty sure I didn't lock in a decent part of this. Yeah, we've only got those levels. We haven't got like 12 and 15. I think Bane gets on top Netch. Yeah. I wonder if maybe we could do this. I haven't picked it up this season, Ada. I could try and keep track of what's going on, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah. I agree with you there. New freebie off the bought out. What about Night Sisters? That's fair. I wouldn't need JKR. Like if I'm doing these three against Love... Oh, it's not even Love Vader now, it's Dash. And then I could do these three. Yeah. What's that, Ada? The Urban Hunter set? Yeah, feel free. Okay. Fair enough. All right, one down. All right, let's get Zori marked. Okay, that's all the marquee team, Ada. The actual team will go under Lord Vader. So it's going to be Apo CX2 next sorry, not next week, the week after, we're getting either Scorch or Disguised Clone Trooper. And then the week after, we get the other one of those two. And the idea is in threes, those last two, the ones we haven't got, they're going under Tarkin. In the event, they're just giving us Death and Storm just for the fact that we haven't got those new characters yet. The trouble when they've kind of wanting to release things in this weekly sort of cycle. Yeah, that's the 3. Okay, Tenacity up there feels awkward. I can hit 1 at least. Yeah, coin spam. Not a hard battle, this one. Let's just do that anyway. Nightfall's just an event for LA to get some extra rewards. Yeah, for some reason they decided to name it something different. There aren't 6 clones, there are only 4. So after the clones, they're going to release 2 Jedi Vanguards. It's going to be the Jedi Temple Guard and Depa Billaba. Yeah, essentially they don't want people to have assault battles pretty much all the time, so they're trying to create different things. No, you don't get a 6th clone. You get 4. You'll only be getting 4 clones with Lord Vader, and there's a 5th that's a summon from Appo. Yeah, no worries. It's if you sort of dip in and out of the game, there's a lot that goes on, I feel. Right, nice and easy. Yeah, I know a few people who'd be like that. I mean, Scorch in particular is going to be popular, so I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't a little spike in the player base when he comes out. Even if it's just a few people like yourself who are like, go on, I wouldn't mind unlocking him just to say I got him. Alright, let's give the Gungans a go. Alright, cool. Right, very easy. Well, this is the thing, we don't know yet, because Tarkin's going to get a kit touch-up. So, it's up in the air in terms of what Tarkin's going to be able to do with them. The hope is that he's going to have some viability with other Empire units still, so that he can do really some things with like the Lord Vader team with before, so like maybe Royal Guard or something. That way, it's not an entire waste of resources like taking your Royal Guard to R9 or whatever people might have done. But whether they do make allowances for that or not, we don't know. I'm going to apply this just for the fact that I'm not going to use I'm not going to use anything here most likely, so I'd rather beef this team up a bit. Okay, let's pop that. Let's throw that. Alright, Starkiller exiled. Yeah, this is not fun right now. There's the ult. Healing immunity everywhere. Oh. Man, oh man. Yeah. All right, they've won. I've got nothing here. I mean, I'll tell you what, just because I got Balin and I'm like, let's just throw him in. But yeah, this is it's for giggles. Yeah, definitely a GAC ending problem. That's what the Omicrons get you. I mean, he survived a hit. Alright, well, I can't mathematically get through now, so I'm going to call this one. Let's go over to Crimson. Have I got to do any battles here before I go? Yeah, alright, well. Yeah, we'll come back for it. Yeah, I mean, I do think we'll get there in terms of what we know. It's just that little bit of a wait that's proving irritating. Yeah, that's it, Snappy. Yeah, Coruscant Command is a buff that the Apo provides. I'll say a buff. It's either a buff or a status effect, one of the two. It's green or blue. No, we ain't getting Fox. They've been very selective on the clones they've picked. I think they wanted all 4 of them to be visually distinct. That way, you know who you're clicking on. I think if they wanted to go down the 501st route, there was a way of doing it, but they thought, no, let's just play it safe. I can't remember Fox, to be honest. I mean, I didn't realize who Apo was until they pointed out he's the guy who told Organas to leave the temple. Kill 5s? Yeah, that's definitely something not to be popular over. Well, I think they've made it clear they don't want non-GLs right now to be countering it. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched Season 5. I have started rewatching the Clone Wars. I'm still on Season 1. Picked the wrong time to rewatch it though with Andor coming out. Alright, let's get in here. So, Dark Nukes. What's that? Can't say I've heard of unique marking. Is this on the helmet? That should be good, R3. I do still remember going to see that first day of release. Yeah. Not to mention as well, I think I've mentioned it before, but I had the trailer for the film. I had it on my PC at the time, and I didn't turn off my PC purely because the trailer was loaded up and the dial-up for getting the trailer on the PC took like days to get on there. So I didn't dare let my PC go to sleep because I didn't want to lose the trailer footage, so I could keep taking it in. So that was a fun time. Yeah, I mean, I knew Jocasta Nu was before. I hadn't read the comics, but I just knew her name. But I know what you're getting at there, Kaleri. It's like, I feel there's always room for him to add more clones. I think going down the Dark Side Clone Trooper route before, like, bringing in a Kenobi group was a bit of an interesting choice. But I'm not complaining. You know, it's just, I'm curious when they will decide to go down another clone faction that isn't Bad Batch. Yeah, Jocasta Nu's been the Conquest unit. Should be unlocking her on Monday. You're right, Duck. Sure. All right, so let's have a look here. Crimson's 11.3 mil. Dark Ukes is 12.7. Zeta's 293 to 357. We're 2 armies behind, 3 GLs behind. 186 to 257 Relics. That's a bit rough. Let's see, behind on the 9s and behind on the 8s. Just a little ahead on the 7s, but way behind on the 5s. So, yeah. You can see some of the gaps here. I mean, we're behind on 25 mods, 20s, 15s. This one's a bit of a mismatch. Not a lot going for us. Very fast trench. Also, Grief Beam 326 is interesting if their Bosk isn't clocked like at 327. Anyway, this is what we're expecting, kind of, maybe not. Let's see it. Is that the one you question was even possible? Do you mean Mace? I say there is a Mace coming, if that's what you meant. Are you about to be signal data starved again? You'll have Jocasta, CX2, and Under all fresh 7 stars on Monday. I mean, nice one. I mean, I honestly just could not keep up like that. I have not only got a 3-star CX2 here, and it's dinging me a bit. I've pushed as hard as I could on my main to get a 4-star, but yeah, it's rough. I don't know, Ada. I don't know if you've questioned whether Jocasta's possible. I know she questioned if things were possible. Okay. Let's have a look here. So, just double checking, no attacks we can see. They did put Lord Vader on defense, I'm gonna have to remember that. I'm pretty sure I planned for him on offense. Yeah, I planned for him on offense, so that isn't good. We may have to rely on Night Sisters if that's true. Alright, we've got Ray, Sorty, and Ben. Oh, wrong window. Try again. Okay, we've got Rex 5s, Great Mothers, Malgus, and Leia. Down here we've got Sana, Finn, Jabba, with no Kron thankfully, Queenie, and Gungans. So we've got a few reprieves here. Yeah, I'll take that. We've got a few reprieves. So I think we can stick to the plan. Alright. Let's get this one out of the way. I completely forgot who went in this counter then. I was like, hang on, who is it? I had to remind myself, hang on, you took 2 of them up to R7 early. Which one's worthy? Alright, so... that could be nice. Am I wrong in thinking that there's potency up here or something? Alright, I'm imagining that. I don't know where I got potency up from with Night Sisters. Alright, never mind. That's probably not going to do a lot then. We're essentially just try and cheese it anyway. Yeah, she's got a gun. You have to use a couple of abilities and then she'll open a box and pull out a gun. Why do I feel like I've just got mugged? Like, I'm doing that just to let her heal up a little bit. No. There we go. That's it. Go for Taliesin. Alright, not the way round I wanted that. Go on, stick there. There we go. Whew. Yeah, Jocasta was in the Nightfall event. I don't forget about that. Merrin's kit, if I'm guessing right, is that whenever a Night Sister ally dies, they gain instant defeat immunity. Which is very nice here. Even if it means that the slug gets to keep going. First question I've got here is, do I have a chance on full auto? Or, sorry, auto base it. Yeah. I mean, I would like to think I played well enough there. I only used a special once because I thought Merrin might die. You know, I think you can get away with... so it wouldn't be bad if the other two died, of course, because you want that to happen. But surely if Merrin's going to go, you've got to pop the special, keep her in it a bit. Because the whole issue is Asajj isn't ramping. Do I go like full auto? Just bring back Asajj. I mean, we could clean this up with Mon Mothma as well, so it's not like the worst thing, but just pretty ugly to look at, isn't it? I'm going full auto because we're not getting anywhere on auto base it. I mean, we're certainly getting nowhere with all three, but I don't know. I don't think this is a misplay, though. I just think it was one of those where I just couldn't get it to land right. I'll have to have a look at the mods. Clone Commander essentially kicks in if you take a non-GL team into a battle against Lord Vader with Apo. It means you can't kill Apo until you've taken out Lord Vader. It essentially means you've got to deal with Lord Vader first, which is not the proper way of doing it. Right up. Okay. Okay, love. Alright, I'm confused why crit damage is seen as important here. Or is it just that you don't want it to be healthy? Really? This isn't me not believing you, but I'm just genuinely baffled at that. Like, is there like an actual thing about thermals? I mean, that isn't helpful, is it? I mean, sure, it should be that. Percent health damage. Why would it be reading, like, percent crit damage? Yeah, I'm honestly baffled at that. I mean, just simply because, like I said, there's no source for it. All right, let's send these in. Let's do Andor. Yeah, Cassian. Not Cassian. Kyle. That should be. Yeah, that should be alright. I know they've got like a Jillian speed by comparison, but it really irritates me when they take double turns like that. It's not that I don't understand the logic, it's just... that is just so irritating. Honestly, just so that I can play it safe. How much protection does he recover on a basic? That was like 25%, surely. I think I've got 5s in my head, that's what's nagging at me here. Because I'm pretty sure in 5s I do bring him Wedge when I do this. Just because I know he's got defense down on the basic. I think we are applying it here. I'm guessing it's in Cassian's bag of tricks on his special. Yeah, there it is. Hey up, Death Sound. How you doing? You know, I really am chuckling about this affiliate anniversary, by the way. Literally, Twitch has said nothing to me. Like, my dashboards, no emails or anything. It's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. It's one of those where you're like, I'm glad my chat would tell me, you know. Because there's that thing, if you knew, you might make a plan around it, whereas it's like, oh, yeah, a bit late now. Alright, that was horrid banners for a cleanup, but we got through. 43 total, we'll put that down as. Alright, moving on. Who we pairing with? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Maul did his job. I hope. Nice one. All right. There's a point when you just want them chill, isn't there? Like, they just won't stop taking turns. Right, suck again. Alright, we got there, 55. Right, next up, let's do Starkiller. Was there a Ray? Imps? Actually, Imps should be better though. There isn't any... well, there isn't any Hero Finn. I was a bit taken aback there. I don't think you've seen many double tank lineups. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, that was a good punch. I don't like being out in the open here, though. Right, Piet's able to put that back on dark. Let's just daze them a minute. Oh, come on. Damage immunity now. It's only we've still got 3 stacks of Dark Trooper squad. Alright. Slowly but surely getting there. 54. Did I put JML for that? Yeah, it has got all that lot, so it is kind of justifiable, but man oh man, I'm paying a hefty price here. I can imagine that was fun. I mean, Minear is level 10, so it's still a bit off, but I'd like to think I can bring it out sometime soon for a little whirl. Try and gear up Fennec as well, just so that she's usable. Right, let's just put Armor Shred over there. Done. Let's pass that to Luke. Daze on Sana. And let's just pop Rolo. Finally, the Gongons. Feels weird throwing all them at it. Let's go for the shield. That onto Bo. As if they just don't have any consideration for the work I put in. These birds are going to do nothing, but something's better than nothing, I guess. Hey, we got boss out. $55. I didn't check. Did I get 57 on JML? 56. Okay, Caloran Bet. Dash. Ooh, DTMG is here. Trench is still here. Qui-Gon's still here, so no Mon Mothma. That does switch things around a little bit in terms of what I need for that. Maybe move Adrad to there, and Are we using Malgus on Rexy? We could probably afford to do a Revan team then. Alright, go deal with the North. Thankfully it's not an Ezreal team, so we can afford to do Ufus quite safely. I might have to rethink next round as far as... I think in my mind, I was thinking... They've got Ahsoka on Temin. So I was thinking, right, if they've got Ahsoka, they're going to play Ezreal with Ahsoka. But apparently not. That's something I'm just going to have to rethink, make sure I don't assume things like that. Alright, that's one yeet. Let's just smack you. Just basics. Oh. I will wait for you. Nice, clean 57. That's what we wanted on Temin. Alright, let's bring in Malgus and the spare Sith Empire. Yep, that looks good to me. Let's pop that on Rax. Point being, he's going to want to form up and he might regret it. There we go, a bit of doubt across the team. What we like to see. Alright. I was going to say, taunt, please. Oh, I won't lie, that was a bit downheartening with, was it Set going? We're going to lose Marauder here, aren't we? Oh, no, we got lucky. Okay, that's better. Alright, 52's not great, of course. We were shooting for more there. Okay. I don't actually recall doing Traya much here, but let's go with it. Alright, that was a bad start. Oh, okay. Alright, hang in there, Nihilus. Oh, you little... Okay. So I was going to do these three on dash, but we're going to have to jiggle things around a bit. Yeah, I haven't got Sidious Kron yet, sadly. To be fair, my actual number of Krons is sadly low. These focused ones, they've been really taking up my farming efforts. Wouldn't be bad if you only needed a level 3 of them, but usually the level 15's the bit you want. Alright, that was quick at least. Okay, we can pop that up there. That's 37. Maybe we do CLS on that, and then do like an EP team there. I don't even know if Wampa could maybe do Trench. We'll have to have a look at it. In the meantime, Blacker, and then C. It definitely seems like you've got the crazy vibe for it. I mean, I can't say I took Modern Force up to R5 for essentially 1 month's worth of use. I mean, for me, he's going to be alright at R5. Sorry, R7. Alright, go on, let's do that. Wipe R2 out. Alright, 55. And we will go see Solo here. Let's just use that. Yeah, you've gone alright. Very fast speed. 11k offense. You're going to get some good mileage out of it. I'm curious what it can do at R8 that it couldn't at R7 though. I mean, if that's what it can do, then by all means it's a good option. I wouldn't mind a turn or two more if I'm going to be honest. There we go, just to let that doubt expire as much as anything. I mean, it's not like I've recovered all my protection, but it might mean that I'm not eating into my health. Yeah, 58. I'm happy at that. Yeah, there's no Crons and there's no Dooku, so Wampa should be able to deal with that. Yeah, I was just checking in case there was something with fear, but I don't think there is. I hope I'm right on this, because it would be a very good use of Wampa. I was going to say, do feel free to get your counters in, Wampa. No, don't be shy. A 16% win rate. I imagine it's because he doesn't make them very tanky. I mean, I think this is just a case of let's watch and see. I don't think there's anything here that says they would kill Wampa. So it's just a case of can we ramp up enough to take them out? And obviously, what not revive them in time. The counters as well could be really big. Right, I mean 93k hit, that isn't bad. Oh, no, that's the fear I was talking about. I knew there was fear somewhere in the kit. Oh dear, I don't like that. One-time thing, right. Is it when you fall below a certain health threshold or something? Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the health pool. Alright, one down, but that's the revive. Question is, can we get him again? We won't be able to revive Trent straight away. There he is, though. Just taking so many turns. All right, there we go. Ah. I mean, that was close. I mean, Lambs, I think if you hadn't told me to take it off auto, full auto, it wouldn't have been that close, so good call. Yeah. What do we throw at it? I've got like backup Inquisitors in my mind or something. Yeah, I was trying to take out Watt, but it was also me trying to keep Trench out, so it was that little juggling act I didn't handle well. I mean, it amazed me how much of a loop they got into in terms of Newt was essentially able to keep me from taking a turn until the revive. That was brutal. Yeah. Okay. Let's do CLS here. And I'm saying that, and I'm thinking, have I actually got dash? Dofraven, thank you. Okay, kind of a waste bringing those two in. Okay, Nest can do things. I'll be honest, this kind of gone to hell. Yeah, let's just turn that off. Let's get the Bad Batch in. Oh. Okay, I've just realised that Luminara's chilling with these lot. Okay, so we did lose Hunter there, but I think that was probably worth it. At least in terms of we got through. Can use Raver here. Okay, let's get Cam out. And have you ever got the vibe that someone's wanting to do things with the raid tunes they built up? Or at least paid for? Okay. Who needs a tank when we've got the best tank in the game? That's the mentality we have. Jin go forth, do Jin things. Just try and keep track of that Barker Rebellion buff. We've still got it, haven't we? That is it, yeah. Okay, all in. Bye-bye. $57, cool. Dunes cleared. Okay, pretty bog standard. Let's Leviathan this. What am I doing? I go back to it. I have a week off from doing fleet battles pretty much. And then, yeah, it's like I have to remember all these counters again. Okay, let's just basic. Just stop Xandu Blood going manic. We can hit 2, that's fine with me. That's punishing one down. Alright, I don't like that. Okay, so stun that, kill that. Let's heal up, we'll do that there. I couldn't remember if we'd used that or not. I really wish that would call all allies. Alright, maybe a banner drop there. Yeah, 74. Alright, we're going to go Prof here. One Pratt with the raid. Party of 18, how y'all doing? Can I just politely land a nuke on you, Ray? Thank you. Jericho, hello there. How you doing? Just wrapping up my second GAC. You know, I've been having a chuckle about this all stream. I'm guessing when you guys raid in, it says something about an affiliate anniversary, and I'm like, I didn't know about it until everyone started telling me about it. I mean, it's nice to know, isn't it? You know, I can't remember how long it actually is. Does it say to you guys? Like, is it 5 years? I think it's 5 years. Maybe. I'm pretty sure I started around 2020 on Twitch with, well, with everything going on. Ouch. Okay, let's just kill you. Or not. There we go. Feel a bit better now. Oh, Gaster. Alright, so the last one on here is Radis versus Malevolence, I think. Okay, no, Radis. So, it looks like we're doing the dirty version. Like, the difference between sleeping with a partner and sleeping with a prostitute. Both have the same outcome, but one's certainly not something you won't go telling your mother about. Right. Let's do that. I don't hear enough A up my duck. It's always nice when I hear it. Alright, let's knock that. The one that I don't think enough people will ever get is Cost Kick a Bow again a WoW. Alright. Bye, Taunt. Where are you going to land? You Cruelus? Yeah, you're a summon, so that's a waste. Let's just land there. Okay. I mean, at least the tank's got the taunt. That's what I can take out of that. Yeah, I'm going to lose some fac here though, aren't I? I'm going to say, I can imagine it's travelled at least towards Nottingham area. I had a teacher from my school who was from the area, so it's like that kind of close but not on the doorstep area, if you know what I mean. Actually, that'd be the better way of describing it. It'd be close enough to travel in from work. Ugh. None of these are great. You know, we actually did get stuff like that for a friend in Australia. My mum just started talking to her on Was With Friends. He ended up like being in contact for like over a decade from it. And we sent her stuff like that just for like Christmas and, you know, all those kinds of things. Always feels nice, you know, just sending a bit of the potteries that way. Oh, great. Come on. That's it. Well, I said it was going to be filthy. 63. 1984. Wait, nice, good novel, I guess. I haven't read it, but certainly got a bit of notoriety with Big Brother. Alright. Let's claim these. I am in need of crystals. Can imagine. I mean, I've only been to Chesterfield twice, and that was to see and pick up my puppy. And neither were
Literally.
nice trips. Oh, okay. I was trying to think, did I say literally then or what? Okay, it's alright, I'm getting my head back in what I'm doing here now. I'm doing my fleet climb, aren't I? I think this is where I'm quite happy now for Leviathan to be retired, as it were, for it not to be the meta fleet, because I'm kind of sick of doing these battles every day now. I know if they bought a new fleet out, I'd then be sick of the next fleet, but I don't know, this just doesn't feel like the fresh newness now. It's like, even with the rework, if you like, it's just got a bit bland. Yeah, it is definitely a short trip from Liverpool. I mean, when I used to go to Edgehill Uni, that was Ormskirk, and it felt like this. It never used to feel like a long trip there. You know what I mean? I always feel bad, actually, that I don't go Liverpool just for like a day out kind of thing. It's definitely the right neck of the woods, you know, for where to go. I mean, it was a bit out of the way, let's say that. Plus, each time we went, we got lost on the way back. Getting there was alright, but going back, we, I don't know what it was. We seemed to, the sat-nav just kind of got pulled out. You know what I mean? Like when it loses where you are. So twice we ended up going, where are we? Where are we? You end up getting back on track, but it's something about Chesterfield. It was as if it had lost the internet in this certain area. Hey, no worries, Doc. No worries. Let's go here. Alright, so we've got 35 minutes, and I need to do something on Tamna as well, so we're going to have to do a bit of a count-hopping, I feel. Here we go. You know, like when you, like, say you've got like a Chrome device or something where you can log in, or I'm trying to think of other things, like even like a PC, like where you log in with your user. I really wish this EA app had something like that, where you could just click on a name and go, all right, that's me. rather than every time you're logging in and logging out having to like enter your details. Maybe just one small thing that made this whole thing a lot smoother. It certainly felt that way. I mean, the first time we went, we came back the way we came, so we had come through Derby, which is quite interesting because I haven't been Derby in a while. But I don't even know how we came back the second time. It was something along the lines where we went through... I couldn't even hazard a guess. We went through like a load of villages. It felt like I was travelling through Emmerdale. But we ended up coming back through Leek, which is very near to us. That's it, isn't it? This game's like a perma-grind, but you don't... Well, I say you don't stop. I have stopped, but it ends up pulling you back in a bit. Oi, oi. That's a bit of phrasing if I saw it. No. Is Lissel stopped Swaggo? Because I haven't seen him around for a little bit, but maybe that's just time issues on my side. So many people over the years have just dropped the game, and you know, by all means, I don't knock them for doing it or anything. It's just it's always sad when you see them go, or you don't even realise they've gone. I definitely believe that about I mean, I wouldn't say the route we took back was quick, but there was definitely that vibe of if you know where you're going, you probably are going to be alright. Not to mention you see some nice, like, villages and whatnot. Ugh. Alright, we'll leave that there. And pop that there. I'm trying to work out what we lost. It was Marauder. Yeah. No, not Marauder, Fury class even. This Executor wants blood, doesn't it? My bad for the ad break, folks. I didn't see we'd started one. That is rough. Again, I thought I hadn't seen him for a bit. I mean, I know, for instance, like Zareth, I never get to watch him live because for me he's like 3 in the morning. So it's always a bit of a shame that. So yeah, if Lissel's similar, it's just one that I'm just going to miss on the overlap. Alright. Let me just keep track here because I'm not good at juggling. Literally or mentally. Okay, so we're 7 on Crimson. Okay, same on both. That's not bad then. Does encourage a bit of hopping though, doesn't it? I mean, there is this bit of me where I wish there was a way of actually... Well, commemorating feels like a weird way of phrasing it, but just actually having it down like who has stopped playing the game a bit more. Like, the one that surprised me a little bit was Infernum. Only because it felt like he really had a solid, like, base. You know, like, people regularly tuned into him. So that one surprised me when he stopped playing. You know, and there have been people like that all throughout where you're like, I am surprised not only that they stopped, but that I didn't realise they stopped. Fishy, hello there. How you doing? Oh, so you're even getting bot me commenting on you. I'm sure there are things that are in there that I say in there in the bot that I've just not even clocked onto. Alright, let's get this running just while we got a minute. There we go. Give this 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I've seen he's into League a lot. I think for myself, it was more like... the only way I can phrase it is he had put a lot of time into Swagwanti. Maybe it's just me, I can't help but have that thought of, I know I've sunk a lot of time in this game, so it's one of the things that does keep me going to a degree. It's not even like the money that I've put in on my main account, it's the time on both of them. I suppose it's like if there is a point when essentially you just come to saying I'm not enjoying it, I've got to stop, you stop, don't you? Now that would be something as well, yeah. Because I remember he was studying, wasn't it? Well, I remember him studying anyway. Essentially, the prediction will be based on what I see on the screen. So if it says 5 mil, then it's yes. If it's anything below 5 mil, it's no. Not like individual sims. If anything, that's just a bit too much for me to calculate. I haven't used this in donkeys. Thought to myself, I'm going to try and use it. I mean, I'm sure you've all seen one. Here we go. Just a nice big reminder to drink. I think to myself, if I keep it by my desk, maybe it'll nudge me to just keep going all through the day. I think that's it, isn't it? I mean, unless you've... There's going to be a point when you aren't keeping up with the info, essentially. But I think if there's things you know, you're always kind of willing to give that info. My GAC's all done, to be fair. My main with Lost, we didn't have a counter for Ray. Free to play, solid. Nothing too fantastic, but solid. See, I do need a reminder to drink. I could probably... I've got like a bottle of water on my bedside, and it probably takes me 4 or 5 days to drink it. And that's usually also including sips for my tablets. So yeah, probably the most I drink is coffee and when I have it Monster. So actually having water on hand is a good idea. Go on, let's have a drink. Oh. Sorry mate, it's pop then. I'm going to say, if only, if only. We've got like a little it's a drinks table downstairs. And it's got to this weird point where I don't drink that much nowadays. Like, last year, for instance, there was a point when, like, me and my mum, we'd have a drink on a Saturday night. So I'd maybe a bottle of wine, or I'd get like a Jack Daniels, have some glasses of that. But I don't know, for the best part of a year, neither of us have fancied a drink at all. Like, we had a bit over Christmas and whatnot, but that's about the most we've had. I think sometimes it's just like, can't even be bothered. A little bit as well, right? I always feel better when I haven't drank when I'm doing a stream, so I think there's also that little bit in my head where I'm like trying to be the good schoolboy, you know, not come hungover onto a stream. It is quite... I'm making it nicer than it is, but it's a nice little table. You know, you got like a bit on top for like putting a glass down and all that, and then below are a load of bottles. Mainly my mum's gins. I think it was like late 2010s when gin was really in vogue, or at least in the UK. We really got into buying them. You know, she'd be like, oh, let's have a drink of that. Let's see what it tastes like. And then you'd have a bit, and then it'd be like, okay, let's see what this one's like. And then you end up with all these bottles. That's a good return. I mean, I know for myself, I think for my birthday last year, I had, that was it. My friend sent me some shot glasses with like flavoured vodkas. And again, that was a bit of a weird one for me, because I'm like, I like the idea. I haven't got any shot glasses or anything like that, but I genuinely don't know when I'd have shots though, because like, I'm 33 this year, just had to do the numbers. And I'm like, I actually don't know when I would want shots at the moment. So, yeah. It's nice to have them though, you know, if ever there's a reason for it. You know, that's how I used to feel. Again, this is like mid to late 2010s. We had a mini fridge in the spare room, and I used to love just being able to nip in there, because it was one of these Budweiser fridges, so you're actually able to fit those cans in perfectly. And I used to love stacking that up with cans of lager and whatnot, but I don't know, it's just that point when you think, oh, yeah, also old cans of pop, alright, you know. I felt sad when we chucked that. It was only because it knackered up a bit. I said I'm going to have to replace it one day. Just nice having, like, cold drinks on hand, you know. Actually, just when I think about it, I think it might have been one of my last things I purchased when I was working. It was like one of my final treats to myself before I had to go on like other sources of income. Oh, the joys. Yeah, it's... again, I remember at university I was living in halls, and we did have one there as well. That was kind of nice. Probably got used more for milk, sadly, because you didn't want people nicking your milk. I've completely forgotten which account I was just on. This is the trouble with doing account hopping, I forget. Right, I think the last one was Temen, so I'm going to Crimson. I mean, this is going back a while now, but one of my favourite nights that I remember is I got my friend who had been who'd been my girlfriend, if you like. She was around. We'd had a lot to drink, and I always remember she was drinking Sambuca. I think I was on cider at the time, and I just remember playing Call of Duty Zombies. I think it was the one where like you got the full presidents and you were like in the bunker. And I always remember playing the multiplayer with that online. It was just a load of fun. I mean, granted, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning. I got absolute rollicking from my mum for just waking her up. But man, it was a fun night. Where am I? Here we are. Deponchalo there, how you doing? We've had a loss on my main account, but we've had a positive score on my free-to-play, so hopefully that's enough. How about yourself? How are you getting on? I will say I'm glad that I've got this prediction reminder on my screen, because I feel like I forgot it for a little bit. Sorry, this is something I heard like in one of these newsletters I follow. That Patreon are introducing their own live stream service. And I couldn't help but kind of go, alright, I kind of see some appeal in that, in terms of like say you follow someone and you know you support them monetarily. I get the idea like a private stream is something that would be kind of appealing to pay for. It's one of those where I'm like, though, that's gotta really only impact the biggest of people, surely. I mean, like, I was just mulling. I can't imagine someone like, say, Arnold would benefit from something like that, but maybe I'm just not thinking big enough. Yeah, a bit of me went there as well. I say Arnold just for Swoggle, obviously, but, you know, it's like, I can't see it being a widely adapted thing. I hadn't even connected it to OnlyFans, I'll be honest. But I can see what you mean. I mean, the only thing that popped in my head was something like, if you wanted to do, like, coaching sessions for Swoggo or something like that, you know, that would be a suitable enough way to do it, but honestly, that feels more convoluted than just getting on a Discord voice call. Yeah, exactly. Can't see there being a big market for it, but how I see it, if they're putting money into doing it, then they've probably got enough incentive to do it, haven't they? You know, enough reason. Alright, let's see what pulls out here. Alright, 5. Cool. There we go. And let's start another. Give people a chance to get their channel points back. Yeah, I could definitely see that being a thing, because what I was reading is that the thing Patreon does have is the better share for revenue. You know, and I can understand a pull there for people, but it's like you guys, right? I look and I think you guys can watch me without having to do anything, and I think no one's really going to go over and try and create a Patreon account just to do something like this, are they? It's like it's definitely that fine line between you've got to have a service to offer versus this where it's like it's more casual, if you know what I mean. I'm guessing Fish has gone for no. Either that or there is someone else out there who's a baller who wants 69 channel points on the table. I never really gave Kick a go. I mean, I say that in that even when Heinzie was streaming on there, I was like, I did watch a few of his streams there, but it felt very pulled apart from Twitch. You know what I mean? It's where I think if you try and do something like that, moving platforms, you've got to have like, you've got to be able to pull people with you. Nice homophone there. Let's do that and auto. Does anyone know what crystals are? I don't know why I'm asking that. I was going to ask what crystals I've got, and I'm like, maybe some of you did eagle eye it, but I'd be amazed if you had. Oh, hang on, I've just realised I'm on the wrong screen. Okay, that's not bad. I'm on 1.1k crystals on Crimson, so I could potentially go for a CX2 pack to get me over the line. It wouldn't get me a lot of progress, but it'd be better than none. Yeah, I think as well, there was a lot of negativity around the gambling aspect of Kick as well. And I wouldn't say that stopped me from looking, but it didn't help. What's that about, Fish? Is that the CX2 shots? Alright. Yeah, I got 1.1 on my free-to-play, and I should be getting 400 crystals in 10 minutes' time, so that should get me enough to get a CX2 pack. But it also means I'm then broke again. Until GAC rewards. And as far as gambling, it's more connection to the owners of Kick, or the creators, or whatever the term would be. I'm sure there's some gambling connection there, and yeah, it didn't seem great if you've got an anti-gambling if you are anti-gambling. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was anything too sinister from what I remember, but it was one of those where there was a little bit of ick over it. All right, let's see what this is. Ooh, 7.5. I will take that. There we go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner to whoever put in for that. Oh, hang on, I've just seen that. Alright, we are all done. You got 12.5, wow. Who were you praying to? Yeah, I've seen Kick on a few Premier League teams. I mean, again, I would be surprised if that was anywhere remotely good enough to draw people in. Yeah, I will admit, there's certainly a lot of fish to look at. That was who I was looking for. I mean, I was a little bit surprised you didn't get the cut bundles for it. I mean, even if they're free to play, I'm like... That would make sense. Like I say, I do remember there was a lot of controversy about it, but it wasn't enough to deter people. Oh wow, 4 mil, you really lowballed there, didn't you? And yeah, I'll admit, I did look at your Datacrons then, just in case you got some here, but yeah, feel free. I'm actually curious what you're working on here. I mean, you've obviously got Star Killer. I can't say I could work it out, to be honest. I think that's me, Gav. I like the idea of a poll, even if I've got credits in the bank. It means you don't have to worry about it, doesn't it? Yeah, I can imagine if that happened, then people would be looking for another place, but why they didn't create their own or something, I don't know. Or maybe that's exactly what happened with Kick. Yeah, that's a good enough logic. Go on, let's have a look at yours, Gav. This'll let me copy. Hey, it did. Cool. All right. That gives me EBGBs. Just for the fact I know I need to get her. No. Well, no, I'm jealous. I mean, if you didn't see mine before, on my main, I've got these two as focused, not fully done yet because Bulba's still a work in progress. And I've got 2 undeveloped crons. So yeah, I'm jealous. I have been trying to do Datacron farming, but the focused ones have absolutely zapped me. I mean, GG's to you, that's all I can keep saying. I mean, you've got, let's see, Cassian, Dooku, Sid's obviously good, Talon's decent, Palps is decent. Oh yeah, GG's is good, yeah, I forgot. He's, I was confused because Staff obviously had one last time, but yeah, GG. And Soul and Mom, very decent. I mean, power to you, Gav, power to you. I mean, honestly, I wish it, even free to play, I wish I could do that. I just haven't had the luck of the draw. Something drew me in then. I was like, I just wanted to check something. That was it. I wanted to see if you're... Well, actually, I wanted to see the bottom of your roster more specifically. That was it. I was curious where you'd taken your Saw to, because I feel like Saw's one of these characters that I want to work on, but it's pausing my farms to actually get there. I wouldn't say GG's is great, but it's alright, isn't it? You know, anything that causes attack again or an assist, it's definitely got something to it. I was going to leave the focused ones on my free-to-play, but I heard that Bob Bulbas was doing good, and I thought I can justify going for it. But with Afra, with that Bob Bulba, I thought I will give him a go on my main, just see if I can get some benefit. Ooh, Relic 9. Well, Osprey's got some work to do. Although, granted, your speed's a bit lower. And your offense, actually, surprisingly. Yeah, I think Osprey got R8, but his speed was about 300 and the PD was about 11k. So a little bit of work to do. It's a surprise when you hear that Carbon 4 would have JML and C on defense, but I suppose that's just sometimes people just not really giving a damn and just throwing whatever down. I mean, you went one on me. Yeah, I mean, where's mine? Here's mine. I'm hoping I get some mileage out of it. Oh, that reminds me, just while we're sitting here. The mods were absolutely crap here. I'm just wondering if I can, like, fill a set out. Oh yeah, I've got the focus datachron. Leave them two, and have we got one here? That one? Ooh, that could be good. Not Statler, but that was actually alright speed. I mean, the damage is low, but the crit damage went up. That's one option. Yeah, that's not good. Quite mildly. Anything decent here? Nope. So maybe swap this. Leave that one in. And then go... Okay, that... Okay, that's still offense percent. That's okay. Nothing crazy, but still something. And then it's terrible for the final one. And that actually lowers the damage. Ugh. I'm gonna have to work on it, aren't I? Alright. Oh. I know energy's a bit of an odd one that people don't tend to, like, be crying out for, but that doesn't seem too bad. I mean, what's that? That's about 250 crystals. That might be alright. Nothing crazy, but alright, you know. Go one last thing before I go. I'll have a look at the cron for you. Ooh. That was odd. What are we having a look at? Or are we actually just talking about the number of crons? If so, that's still impressive. I know I want the Mon cron. I think that'll be good. Ooh, Leia with that ult. Yeah, I feel like this is where I'm just really suffering at the moment. It's like I've got a decent amount of cash. I mean, that doesn't even get me a level. I can afford to do some refreshes. I couldn't this evening. Hang on, no, I did my refreshes. Okay, fair enough. I'm not doing me hundreds. Alright. I'd say Datacrons. Ugh. Okay. Let's see, where are we going? Ooh. Yeah, they're definitely expensive. I mean, I think this is where I wish they would reassess them a little bit. You know, just have it that essentially they are either expensive via episode currency or they're expensive via cash. Because I feel like if the episode currency was less, then it'd be like, okay, I can afford to get them for the cheap levels and not worry about the end levels. But when you're spending 10k per cron, and then it's, alright, now I've got to spend however much Mark 2, Mark 3 mats on them, it's like, oh god. So yeah, I hope they rethink it a little bit down the line, but if they will or not is another thing entirely. But yeah, Bones has just launched up, so we'll head off to Bones. Quick thank yous before we go. I believe. Let me just open this. That's it. We've had a resub from Osprey, we've had a follow from Netch, and we've had a raid from Womprat, so thank you very much all of you. Alright, let's get the raid launched. There she goes. Alright, I'll be back tomorrow night now, folks. We'll be doing some more Swaggo as always, and I'm hoping in the next 24 hours to get a Marvel Snap video on my YouTube channel, so if you're interested in that, check it out when it comes out. But yeah, go and enjoy Bones. I will see you around, folks. Bye for now. Oh, am I on the wrong page? I'm on the wrong page. That won't help me go anywhere.